In this video, I'm going to explore the hypothetical scenario that Tywin survives that moment and see the potential consequences on political alliances, the Lannisters' internal dynamics, and the outcome of the War of the Five Kings and beyond. The immediate aftermath. Had Tywin Lannister survived Tyrion's escape, several key events would have played out differently. Tyrion would have either been recaptured or continued his escape without successfully confronting his father. Tywin would likely have intensified efforts to capture him, branding him a kinslayer and outlaw. Tywin's survival would have prevented Cersei from gaining unchecked influence over Tommen. His political acumen would have kept her more impulsive tendencies in check, potentially preserving some Lannister stability. Tywin would have worked to maintain this crucial alliance between the Lannisters and the Tyrells, suppressing Cersei's hostility toward Marjorie Tyrell, and making sure that there was political cooperation with House Tyrell. The dynasty and King's Landing politics. Tywin's survival would have fortified House Lannister's dominance over the Iron Throne. Tywin's strategic mentorship would have shaped Tommen into a more competent ruler and minimized his reliance on Marjorie or the manipulation from Cersei. With Tywin at the helm, political actions in King's Landing would have been more calculated, avoiding the destabilization that plagued the city after his death. Tywin would have likely never allowed the rearmament of the Faith militant, preventing their rise to power and the humiliation of Cersei. The impact of the War of the Five Kings and on Dany's invasion. Tywin's strategic brilliance may have enabled him to quash the remnants of resistance in the north, tightening Lannister control over Westeros and potentially negotiating alliances to pacify the region. His leadership would have made sure that there was a more coordinated defense of the crown, which would have potentially neutralized Stannis Baratheon's threat earlier in the timeline. With Tywin alive and in command, House Lannister would have been better prepared for Daenerys' eventual invasion, fortifying Westeros' defenses and preventing political fragmentation. Tywin's continued presence would have significantly altered the internal dynamics of House Lannister. Cersei's ambitions, her unchecked rise to power following Tywin's death, led to her destructive reign. With Tywin alive, her ambitions would have maybe been suppressed, likely leading to less catastrophic rule. Tywin's survival would have prolonged Jaime's internal conflict between loyalty to his family and his growing disillusionment with Lannister politics. And Tyrion's estrangement would have remained severe, but Tywin might have sought to exploit Tyrion's political genius if the Lannister position did become desperate enough. The long-term consequences. Tywin's continued rule as Hand of the King would have likely prolonged Lannister dominance, at least temporarily stabilizing the realm. A stronger Westeros under Tywin's command may have better coordinated defenses against the threat from the north and the White Walkers. However, Tywin's skepticism toward the supernatural could have maybe delayed the preparations. By maintaining a firm grip on power and suppressing destructive infighting, Tywin could have preserved House Lannister's influence far longer if he would have survived Tyrion's death. His survival would have dramatically reshaped the trajectory of Westeros, that's no doubt. Now, obviously, some of those, are debatable and could be changed in a lot of different ways, but overall, I think those are a lot of the things that would have happened if Tywin did survive. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to click subscribe so you see the next one. And until then, take care.